Disrespecting the establishment, they said. No first touch, they said. Tapping merchant, they said. Won't be able to do it in the Premier League, they said. Overrated. Bundesliga tax. He'll get found out by Ben Mee and Craig Dawson and fucking everyone else. Not quite as good. Should have gone for Harry Kane, they said. Fuck you, Erling Haaland said. I absolutely love it. Erling Haaland has just smashed the Premier League record. The goal scoring record. As I knew he would, he has redefined what goal scoring looks like in this country. An absolute behemoth, an alien, a robot, some cyborg from the future. Who knows what he is? Maybe he's just a Manchester City fan, a big lad from Norway, born in Yorkshire. Maybe he's just one of us, a blue. Maybe it's as simple as that, with an uncanny knack for goal scoring. I don't really care, but all I know is that right now we are witnessing greatness. Literally witnessing greatness. An astonishingly good footballer, and we are so lucky to watch this absolute master at what he does. Honestly, Erling Haaland, 35 Premier League goals. Alan Shearer got that in 42 games, 41 games, whatever it was for him. This is astonishingly good. Astonishingly good. Incredible stuff. I love your Erling. Manchester City, of course, back at the top of the league. Powered by Erling Haaland, but not just him. Nathan Ake, Phil Foden as well. It's a very special time to be a Manchester City fan. And I'm buzzing, man. I'm buzzing. Look at this. Look at how good this City side are right now. Seriously, there's something about the City side right now. It feels inevitable, doesn't it? It feels inevitable. We're getting that power back. We're getting that sense of destruction back. We really are. We really, really are. Top of the table. 1 point clear with a game in hand on Arsenal still, so it could be 4. I don't know. Things are heating up pretty nicely. We've got a monster up front, and I need 5 more, by the way, Erling. 5 if you're watching, mate. Just 5 more, please. And I sort of need to do that, man. I don't want to cash out yet. But right now, things are just phenomenal. This City side, it takes a little bit to get going when you haven't got Kevin De Bruyne. Any team in the world would struggle without Kevin De Bruyne. And even then, I'm not really sure if struggle was the right word. Just more, reassessed our approach to the game at half-time. In the first half, we still had chances. Rodri cracking the post, and Mahrez and Alvarez stinging the goalkeeper's fingertips, with Grealish doing well as well. In the second half, we got that early goal with Ake getting on the end of a Riyad Mahrez cross. It was enough. It was enough. From that point, there was never really any doubt. Grealish with another assist. This time, of course, to Erling Haaland, who dinked it over the goalkeeper. Of course, he had to score a beautiful goal to break the record. Tapping merchant. Doesn't just score simple goals. Look at him. Look what he does. Look what he does, man. This is not a tapping merchant. This is a guy who knows how to finish. And he brings out the best in his teammates around him. And he got the goal that he deserved. Of course, the third came from Phil Foden. A deflected goal, but a wonderful goal nonetheless. 20-yard volley from a corner. Good to see him back in the score sheet, and good to see him in the middle as a number 10. And also, by the way, that is 1,000 Premier League, 1,000 goals under Guardiola. 1,000 goals under Guardiola. That's just astonishing, isn't it? Phil Foden scoring the 1,000th goal is pretty special as well. And you know what? Erling Haaland's already got 5% of them. That is just stupid, man. 1/20th of all the goals scored under Guardiola have come from Haaland in just this season alone. It's quite astonishing, man. He scored very 21 touches according to Cronenberg this season in the Premier League. It's just stupid. It's just a stupid bunch of stats. If I jump over to the table now, you'll see it. City at the top there. 5 games left. Arsenal have got 4 games left. And of course, Arsenal have got some big games to play as well. But City are looking imperious. That is how many wins in a row in the league? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 wins in a row in the league, which is incredible. In terms of the actual stats, I mean, you go back to the Premier League over here. You look at this City side and what they're doing at the moment. Let's have a look. Where's the stats? Here we go. Haaland, there we go. 35 goals. Harry Kane is having an incredible season. An all-time of a season. He might even reach 30 himself, but it's not even close, mate. Ivan Toney's been brilliant. Salah's having a decent season. Rashford is indeed as well. I've woken up my son as well. I'm sorry, Ruben. I'm sorry, mate. Nicholas said I woke him up doing the video. There's not much I can do. But then you've got Haaland there with 35 goals. He's probably going to get to 40, if not very, very close. And De Bruyne down on 16 assists. It's just wonderful, isn't it? It's just a wonderful time to be alive as a Manchester City fan. And don't you ever forget that. Seriously, right now we are witnessing greatness. We are witnessing greatness. We really are. Like, this City side, just remarkable. 51 goals, by the way. Look at this. Look at this stat here. Look at this stat from Haaland. Top goal scorers in Europe, some major leagues this season. 51 goals. Had about 8 assists on that as well. 9 assists or whatever it is. He's pushing 60 goals and assists this season. Mbappe with 35. Benzema with 29. Silly stuff from a silly footballer, but that is our big Erling Haaland, isn't it, man? That is our Erling Haaland. He's just on another level. Thank you very much, Jack. Everyone's behind me with my bet, you know, and fingers crossed I can actually do it, man. Fingers crossed I can do it. Also, by the way, he got a guard of honour. Here we go. Watch the guard of honour here. Haaland getting a guard of honour. See if we can get the sound up and you can hear it. There we go. For his record breaking. That man ain't going anywhere. Does that look like a man to you who wants to go anywhere anytime soon? He's not going anywhere in the year. You're mad if you think he is. He's absolutely at home in Manchester. He loves it here, man. He fucking loves it. You can tell. He loves it. He genuinely loves it. He's going to stay here for a long time. He's going to settle down and he's going to have a lovely time over in Manchester. I'm almost certain. I'm just certain. This guy is so... It just makes sense. He's a City fan. He's one of us. He's one of us. What a fucking player. What a fucking player. And most importantly, another big game out the way, you know. Leeds coming, of course, at the weekend. Hopefully you can see him grab a few goals. 18 goals in his last 11 matches, by the way, for Haaland. Oh, let's just talk about Haaland a bit more. The guy's a freak, man. Haaland is normalising exceptionalism, and the problem we got is we're already at a point where people are acting like it's just normal what he does, or it's not that impressive. I'm sorry, it is. To be that consistent, to be that brilliant, and to also be a great person at the same time, and to be a leader, and to work so hard, and be so humble and so modest, it's astonishingly good. Like, some insanely gifted footballers have played in this league. Some of the greatest ever. Shearer, you know. Michael Owen, fucking Sergio Aguero, Thierry Henry, you know, Harry Kane, all these, Ruud van Nistelrooy, Ronaldo, all these incredible forwards. You know, Ian Wright, and who else? Fucking loads of them. Didier Drogba, Fernando Torres, not Ferran Torres. You know, Suarez, all these people. And they're not even close to his level of goal scoring. His level of goal scoring, he's the most natural number 9 I've ever seen, I reckon. Like, everything about his game is predisposed to score goals. He may not be the world's greatest dribbler. He may not have the world's greatest first touch or be the world's best passer. But he doesn't care. He doesn't care. And there's a joy and simplicity to his game, which is sort of refreshing in an era where everyone wants to be the main man. Everyone wants a billion touches on the ball. And that a lot is to do with Guardiola. It really is. Haaland is this breath of fresh air that just wants to score goals, that just wants to be right front and centre, tapping the ball in the back of the net, and the joy that he takes from it. He absolutely knows his strengths, and he revels in his strengths as well. No ego. A pure subservient player to the system, to the team, to his teammates, to the fans. Absolutely humble, modest and brilliant, and at the same time a juggernaut. I agree, Alec. Absolutely wonderful player. We are blessed to witness him. And of course a Manchester City fan. He'd do well to score 15 goals indeed, guy. We were all, did you know what? It's worth bringing this up, by the way. It's worth bringing this up from Michael, who says, crazy how in January we were all moaning. We were. The only thing I would say is, like, even though I didn't think we were going to win it, and I was still moaning in January, I did actually say at the time, and I've got the receipts to prove it, I feel like around winter time is when Guardiola usually fixes it. And of course, in January, it was really only the start of December because of the World Cup. So he hadn't really got to the time where he fixes things. But even then, I did lose my bottle. I felt like it was too broken. But then Guardiola's done it again. Guardiola needs this. He needs this, man. He needs this credit that we're giving him, because once again, Guardiola has turned things around and done some stupid things. But that's what Guardiola does. Brian with the super chat. about Haaland. He's making Aguero look average, respectfully. No, I don't think Aguero could ever look average, but I know what you mean. Aguero's goal-scoring accomplishments look remarkably normal, which is crazy. Aguero currently looks like just another great Premier League striker. I mean, he is one of the greatest of all time, but Haaland looks like he could beat everyone into a bloody pulp. You know, what he's doing in front of goal is just isn't normal. It's not normal. It's wrong. It's weird. It's strange. And you're right, Brian. Like, we are witnessing greatness. We are witnessing the kind of player that changes people's allegiance, man. A guy, to be fair, I wasn't moaning 45 minutes ago, mate. Once again, I got the receipts to prove it. I thought we'd win comfortably still. I was very confident. But I know you're right. We are moaners, and we just need to fucking relax, because this City side, they are inevitable. They find a way to win and get things right. They really do. They just do. They're getting better and stronger. And incredible, and I fucking love it. I absolutely love it. Like right now, I'm enjoying it. We are touching greatness potentially. We're touching greatness. I think it could happen. You know, things could get very exciting. Let's just see how that Real Madrid game goes. You know. Is this the start of the Ortega era? Let's have a word for Stefan Ortega played in goal tonight. I don't think it is, but I don't think he did himself any harm. Let's be honest, man. Ortega tonight would be a very happy man. He'd be a very happy man indeed, because he played in goal ahead of Ederson. Apparently, it was just a case. Excuse me, knackered. A case of just refreshing Ederson mentally, because Eddie has been good recently. I agree, he actually has been good recently. Obviously, he had that rush of blood to the head against Fulham, but that's maybe why he's out of the team, just to refocus him a little bit. But Ederson his form had improved, but I don't think it's anything more than that. But in general, I think that this City side are really fucking good right now. You know, Mark just said, "Have faith in me." Mark called it, by the way. Mark really did fucking call it. He said, like, Mark keeps saying, he says, keeps saying we're gonna win the Western. Is Mark right? Are we gonna win the treble? Mark, mate, like, stop it. Mark is absolutely, like, Mark is adamant. You know, maybe you're right, man. Maybe you're right. This fucking City side. I'm exhausted, but I'm happy. And I'm buzzing. Guardiola's face when he was asked about Haaland in an interview, man. I mean, look at that. Look at that face. That's one of a proud managerial father who knows that he's managing an astonishingly good footballer, man. He's just witnessing history. And look at this, a City fan making history, by the way. A Manchester City fan is now the all-time top goal scorer. I mean, look at this. I mean, I'm going to look through these photos right now. Look at him. Just a Manchester City fan, all-time Premier League top goal scorer. Let that sink in. Astonishing. It's astonishing. It's wonderful. I need to talk a little bit about John Stones, by the way. John Stones tonight playing once again as this quasi centre-back, quasi midfielder, quasi attacking midfielder, stroke right back, whatever he is. But John Stones was majestic, gliding through midfield. Maybe we don't need Bellingham for that reason. Maybe John Stones is the answer. Maybe John Stones is he's going to just play in midfield forever now. And that's what we've got, you know, like he's fucking great, isn't he? He's absolutely brilliant. He really is, John Stones. Absolutely remarkable right now. Bernardo buzzed about delightfully, but wasn't always at his great best, but he tried his best, you know, he worked hard. Mahrez got his assist, didn't overall get into the game, but still got an assist. Alvarez started brightly, but couldn't really settle. A couple of sloppy touches here and there. Nothing wrong with that. It's fine. Rodri, class as always. Probably needs a bit of a break, if we're being honest. Got 4 minutes at the end. Grealish got another assist, worked really hard. Kanji came on towards the end, but Ake, of course, got a goal. A nice early finish for him. Diaz, a physical battle early on, but eventually got the top of Antonio. Stowe's excellent. Kyle Walker, totally fine. Ortega, good. It was a good night for Manchester City Football Club. Guys, thank you very much for watching this. I am tired. I'm going to leave it here. I'll be doing the 5 things live tomorrow. City are fucking great. Erling Haaland is a freak. I love it. Up the Blues. Love you all loads. Come on, City. Like this video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Come on, City.